Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into Sunnova Energy International, and let me tell you, this report has a little bit of a surprise twist. Almost like when you think you ordered a pizza, but it turns out to be a calzone. We're talking about a key executive leaving, so let's get into what's happening at Sunnova. Sunnova Energy International filed this report on February 14th, 2025. This report is called an 8K, which companies file to announce major events to their investors. The main event in this filing is about a change in leadership. Specifically, it concerns the departure of a top executive, Miss Kimberly Hammer. This section of the form requires the company to disclose when a director or high-ranking officer leaves the company and to explain the arrangements that go with that departure. Kimberly Hammer, who is the Senior Vice President and Chief Accounting Officer, is leaving Sunnova. It was confirmed on February 14th, 2025 that she will be stepping down. A Chief Accounting Officer is like the head scorekeeper of the company. They are in charge of all the financial record keeping. But here's the twist. She's not leaving right away. Ms. Hammer will continue to work as the Senior Vice President and Chief Accounting Officer until May 31st, 2025. This means she'll still be in her position when Sunnova files its annual report called a Form 10K for the entire year of 2024. Also, she will still be there when the company files its quarterly report called a Form 10Q for the first 3 months of 2025. That ends on March 31st. So she will finish out the quarter as well as the year. These reports are basically report cards for the company showing how they performed financially. If Miss Hammer stays with Sunnova until May 31st, 2025, which they call the separation date, then her employment will automatically end on that date. It's like setting a timer on a professional relationship. The company will treat her leaving as a termination without cause. This is according to Section 3.3 of the agreement Ms. Hammer has with the company. The agreement is called the Executive Severance Agreement, which was made back on August 26, 2019. A severance agreement is a contract outlining what happens if an executive leaves the company, especially concerning payments and benefits. Without cause usually means she wasn't fired for doing something wrong. Any money that she is owed according to sections 3.3 Li and I of the severance agreement will be paid in one big payment in the next pay period after she meets all the requirements of the severance agreement. Think of it as her final paycheck bundled up nicely. The rules of her severance agreement are like the example agreement that Sunnova included as Exhibit 10.19 in their Form 10K, which they filed on February 22nd, 2024. So, what she's getting is pretty standard for executives leaving the company. So, what does this all mean? It looks like Miss Hammer is leaving Sunnova on good terms, since she is sticking around for a while. We do not know the reason why she is leaving, but the company says it is so she can pursue other opportunities. Now let's take a quick look at how Sunnova is doing as a company. It's important to note that this 8K filing doesn't directly discuss Sunnova's overall financial health or strategies. However, a change in a key position, particularly the Chief Accounting Officer, can sometimes signal shifts within a company. Sunnova is in the business of providing solar and energy storage services. It focuses on residential customers. The trend towards renewable energy is obviously a huge opportunity for them, but they also face competition and have to navigate changing regulations. From their most recent reports, it seems like Sunnova is in a growth phase, trying to increase its customer base and expand its services. Like other companies in the renewable energy sector, they are probably investing heavily in technology and infrastructure. One of the main risks for a company like Sunnova is keeping up with technology changes in the industry or changes to the demand. Right now, Sunnova's stock price is around $13. Looking at their previous earnings and comparing them to similar companies, a fair price range might be between $15 and $18. This assumes they can continue to grow and manage their expenses effectively. However, that is of course very speculative based on incomplete information. Overall, I would take a slightly bullish position for Sunnova based on the current financial state. Sunnova is taking advantage of the switch to renewable energy and solar and seems poised to do well in the future. Even though an officer is leaving, I do not believe this will dramatically affect their success. However, I recommend you do your own research and analysis before making any investment decisions. Thanks for tuning in to Corporate Decoder. If you found this breakdown helpful, give us a like and subscribe for more easy to understand financial analysis.